steps to better mindset. So your new personal development journey, your why, your purpose, mission, and calling. It's like continuing on the last week's presentation. Okay, Adriana. She empowers on Instagram if you want to check it out. And let's get into that. Okay, today we're going to talk about how you discover your why and how to know it's truly yours and not someone else's. So why do I say that? Because when I started this business, my business, 3.5 years ago, I thought I wanted travel, like go to Bali and just be in a Bali all day, all for months, and like be by the pool and chill, because I saw that on the internet, right? So I was like, okay, I want this as well. What I wanted really was to be my own boss, to like not having someone tell me what to do. But because of the influence of the, social media, I thought I want to go to Bali. That's not what I want, right? So I don't really like the heat all day and mosquitoes and stuff. So if it's for somebody, then great. But sometimes we might think we want these things, even though it might not be our why, right? So that's why it's so important to find yours. And even at the beginning, it might be just to travel or just to, I want to be my own boss. I want to stay home. And that's great, but it will change as you go, right? As you discover more about yourself, it's going to change a lot. Mine definitely changed. The more I worked on myself, I found out like my deepest why I'm doing this. Okay, so here we have a few techniques how to do that. First one is you can ask yourself why 7 times. Let me explain, might be weird, but so we have like a offline events where we meet in certain like cities. It was London, it was different cities in England. We even do that board. But the point is, we had this meeting, and at the beginning of the meeting, we were in a park in London, and we made these groups of few people, and each of us like asked the person why are you doing this, what's your why. So first why, you like say the most like the most common ones. I want to be my own boss, right? I don't want to work for somebody else. And then they ask you, but why? And you go deeper, and then you answer, and then you go again, but why? And then you answer again, and until they ask me 7 times why. And the why that came out of me, it blew my own mind. Like, I knew it's somewhere there, but it just was incredible. It was all about like experience life, because my mom, before she died, she couldn't experience everything, and like she worked minimum pay jobs, and so all this came out. Everybody cried, I cried, and it was really like, okay, I got it now. Like I understand what my deep rooted why is. So this is a great technique. You can ask yourself 7 times why, or you can ask someone close to you to do that. Who asked me was complete strangers, right? Like they are in this business, in this community, but we never met in person before. So it was, I don't know if it helped or not, but you can try with someone else or try by yourself. So it's like a children when they keep asking questions repeatedly. They want to understand it, right? Like it's not just why is that happening. They want to understand really, even though it's annoying for some people when the kids are just asking why, but they want to understand it. Ask this question, about any and lots of things in your life. It's good to be curious and want to find out why we do certain things and the way we do them. Okay, technique 2. Ask questions that speak to your heart. We have 7 questions you can contemplate later on in writing, or just answer it in your head. It is up to you, but it is more effective if you write your answers down. When you write things down, it flows more easily than just think about it. And then you have it in front of you, like you can read it and it's more clear, like, oh, I see, right? So you can read it and it's like a free flow. It's much better to write down answers. So let's dive in. Question 1. What haven't you done because of lack of time, freedom, finances, knowledge, or location? We all have things we want to do in life, like we dream about it all day, every day. But then we have these thoughts like, oh, but I don't have time. Oh, but I can't afford it, right? And these thoughts just stop our like dreams and desires because we believe that it's like a valid thing, right? We don't have time, we don't have finances, knowledge, or location. All of that can be created and achieved. So what haven't you done, but you really want to because of that? Question 2. What would you do if money was non-existent, or even better, if you were like super abundant with money, like you had more than you use, more than you need? What would be the thing that you would do? Where would you live? Like, what would be your daily like routine when you wake up? What you gonna do? Like, try to sit down and really think about this. What would your life look like and your family's life if the money was not issue, right? Like if you have more than enough. Right. Question 3. What makes you feel compassionate? Right? What makes you, like, when you hear somebody saying stories or about their life, what makes you feel compassionate? Really think about this. Sometimes we don't even realize, but when you are aware of it, like, let me just think, what makes me feel compassionate? What makes my heart like, I feel it, you know? Okay. Question number 4. For who do you stand up, or who do you want to help? So usually we all do this for our families, right? Like we want a better life for our families, and like we don't want to see them struggle. Nobody does. And then you might represent people you want to help. Like I want to really help people that they had a lot of shit happening in their life, and they were depressed like I used to be, and like really in the dark space, and they thought that this is their life, right? It can change with some work, with this type of work. Really, it starts like when you can change your life and your reality with your mind, with your mindset, with your thoughts, how you're thinking, and with your decisions. So who you want to help, or who do you stand up for? Okay, question number 5. What are those things you could talk about for hours, read about, learn about more? When someone asks you anything about the subject and you're like, oh, let me tell you about it, or where do I start with excitement? Like for me, again, it's mindset, it's personal development, it's changing your life, like books and all these things. Like if someone asks me, as you can tell, I can speak for hours because I'm super passionate about, because it's so important in our lives, and it's not taught when we are little, right? You have to learn it later on by yourself. It's literally your decision and your choice. Okay, question number 6. How will you feel if you are not going to live your true self, and then if you're not going to achieve those things that you set about in the first questions? Like you have the first question, what is your answer there? Like what are your desires if the money and the time and location was not an issue? And imagine how you're going to feel if you're not going to get that, if you're not going to achieve those things, and if you're not going to live life like your true self. I know it might suck answering that, but try. Okay, question number 7. What is the one thing of you that is stopping me or you from going after the things I want and desire in life? What do I currently believe it's true about the ability to succeed? Right. So you might have all these answers, and now you're like thinking, oh, but I can't do that, right? Like I don't think I can, like I don't have the skill, I'm not confident. We all have those thoughts, right? Like we all have this limiting beliefs about ourselves. I know I have, and I had many before that I had to overcome. So try to sit down and just think, like quiet your mind and think, what do I currently believe about myself that it's true? It's not. Believe me, it's not. Everything can be learned and overcome. about my ability to succeed. It might be like, why do I want to see it? Because this is the first step of awareness. Like, you have to be aware of your even negative thoughts or limiting beliefs in order to overcome them. Okay, technique number 3, meditation and then journaling or answering those questions. Some people find it helpful if someone else asks those questions. For me, I like when I'm quiet, especially in the morning, quiet, like I just wake up, my mind is not disturbed with all the stress during the day, and you know, I have this quiet moment. If you don't meditate, it's fine. I don't always meditate, but it helps because when you meditate, somehow these thoughts, they came up more easier. You got those answers. It's all in you. Like, you don't need to search for it very hard. Like, the moment you start thinking about these questions and writing things down, it will all come up. Even if it's not on the first time, it will come up. It's all there. Sometimes you just need to calm your mind and listen. Okay, technique 4, art of living by being present. Sometimes we focus so much on our purpose and trying to figure out things and chasing this and chasing that we forget to live. Sometimes taking up a new adventures, doing things differently and enjoying the process can lead us to our purpose. Practice gratitude. That's a big one. There is so much you can be you should be grateful for. Like, we have so much in our lives that other people don't have, and we take it for granted. Practice gratitude every single day. Like, wake up and feel grateful for another day, another opportunity to live your life, right? There is so much to be grateful for. Okay, technique 5. It's a book called Ikigai, Japanese Secret to a Long Happy Life. If you didn't hear about it, it's a small book. It's not a big read. It's like less than 200 pages. And it's a great exercise to discover your Ikigai, so purpose of life. So as you can see, you have circles when you can like write down what you love, what the world needs, what you can be paid for, what you are good at. And then these circles, when they like come together, you can see your mission, vocation, profession, and passion. This, you can literally do this on your book, on your paper, or write it down and see what actually comes up. Okay, and here is the list of values. Pick 3 or 5 that resonates the most and start from there. You can share your values, whatever you picked, in the comments, so don't be afraid. It's a safe space. I'm not going to read all of them, but you can see this is just like few of them. There is so many values you can have. Write your own if you don't see it on this list, and just start from there. Like, what do you value the most? Right, guys, thank you so much for watching. If you're watching on replay, just do #replay, comment your values, comment any like aha moments that you had. Your values are connected to your why. Stop hiding yourself. The world needs you. Everybody has some value to share. Everybody has something that world needs, all of you. Nobody benefits from you playing small, not you, not your family, nobody. Okay, guys, I hope you enjoyed this little presentation, and I will see you when I am here, and I will see you probably next week with some new presentation about this wonderful, wonderful journey of personal development. Okay, guys, bye. See ya.